What is going on, peeps? Okay, so there's some interesting things happening in Vietnam. Not a lot with the currency, but like we do all the time, when we talk about Vietnam dong. It is not the same situation as the Iraqi dinar. What we're looking for is expansion and growth in their economy. But there are some things to talk about. We'll get to it here in a second. A quick reminder: we have Pimpy's investment chat. This is the same name as the YouTube channel. There's a link in the description for you to come join us. It's free to do so. And here we talk about all kinds of things, from the Iraqi dinar to the Vietnam dong, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies. Come join us. It is free. I'm also learning that a lot of you people dig this group, which is the hidden things in front of your eyes. It is one of those kinds of conspiracy groups in here. We talk about everything from 9/11, false flag shootings, chemtrails, you name it. If you're into that kind of stuff, come and join us. It is slightly political, so if you got soft skin, I don't recommend it. It does tend to lean a little to the right. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it leans a lot towards Trump supporting. Okay, so I would recommend, if you got soft skin and you can't take things that are posted positive about Trump, don't go join the group. But nonetheless, stay right here in Pimpy's investment chat. In here, you're safe. Okay. Something I want to share with you guys that I'm surprised a lot of you do not know this. Okay, because I was talking to a group of people and they were talking about how crowded Disneyland is. I said, well, just go after dark. They're like, what do you mean? I go, Disneyland has where you could buy tickets, and there's only certain days of the year where you could buy the ticket, and you can go there the last couple of hours during regular hours, and then you're allowed to stay when the park closes for, I believe, 3 to 4 more hours. You know what that means. The lines are drastically lower. You can run around and go to all your favorite rides without having to wait in line. There's not very many people there. And believe it or not, it's dang near the same cost as if you went for an all-day pass. So some of you who are old as I am, if you're going to run around Disneyland, you're thinking to yourself, man, my legs can't take it. Yeah, but you could do more riding in a shorter period of time. And kids love it, okay? Anyways, I didn't realize how many people didn't know this. And I said, I'm just going to share this with you guys just in case. Look, Disneyland, you guys got to go what's called Disneyland After Dark. Look it up. I highly recommend it when Disneyland reopens. For those of you who don't want to sit around in the hot summer heat all day in lines that take 10 hours long, and by the end of the day, you've only been on 7 rides. You could take the same price and go in the nighttime and ride 30 rides, okay? So anyways, I just thought I would share this with you. It has nothing to do with the Vietnam Dong, but I'm surprised how many people did not know this, okay? So I just wanted to share that with you. All right, so anyways, going over here to Vietnam. Look, Vietnam to boost trade with India. I remember a conversation between Trump was talking to Modi, the leader over in India, and they were just talking about places that might be a good idea to invest in. I heard him mention Vietnam in passing. So not saying that Trump has anything to do with this, but I do remember him saying that you should consider going over to Vietnam for some of the things they need. And it looks like they heed his words, because Vietnam has a lot of potential to export goods to India, one of the most populous countries in the world with nearly 1.4 billion people. Look, the trick is trying to find a way to how to get $1 from each one of them people. You would be a really, really rich person. Okay, so Deputy Director of Ministry of Industries and Trades, Vietnam's trade promotion agency, made the statement at an online meeting on trade promotions through the Vietnamese community in India on Wednesday. Now, look, we talked about this. I told you Vietnam is on a roll. They really are trying to spread out more internationally. So what does this mean for you Vietnam dong holders? Well, the more their economy grows, the stronger the Vietnam dollar becomes. The currency becomes stronger, therefore it increases in value. But for me, I'm looking at Vietnam as a long-term investment, and the more I read articles about them, the more I am confident that investing in Vietnam long term is the way to go. That's just one area. If you watch my stock watch, you'll see me talk about their mutual funds. Okay, the agency and the trade Vietnamese embassy to India, in collaboration with the Vietnamese community in India and Nepal and the India Imported Chamber of Commerce. Okay, so that's a lot to say. They had a meeting online. So the meeting, the seminar, seminar was aimed to create a bridge with Vietnam's community in India to exchange information with domestic business on trade prospects in India. Look, there's a handful of places that when you're a country you want to have trade with because of the population. United States is the number one consumers in the world. I mean, we are greedy Gretchens. We have to have everything. So if you can get a trade agreement with America, that's your number one goal. India is number two with 1.4 billion people. China will rip you off and give you the Wuhan virus, keeping you all in check. Never mind, that's old school. Not all of you guys will get that joke. Nonetheless, it looks like cashews, coffee, pepper, rubber, and spices also have the potential in the Indian market. Yeah, I would think so. There's a lot of great spices I get myself from India. Okay, so there's other things as well as chains, textiles, footwear, electronic equipment, machinery, and machinery products. Okay, so look, it looks like they can do some business together. So exports increased by 2.5 times. Look at this, 2.69 billion to 6.7 billion. While imports increased 1.65 times from 2.7 billion to 4.54 billion. That's some serious chitter. Just saying. Okay, so Vietnam and Nepal are both members of the World Trade Organization and have developed good economic and trade relations in recent years. And we're expecting that to expand for Vietnam. I'm telling you, you guys think I'm lying. Vietnam is the place to invest in the future long term. Credit growth forecast to slow. This is funny. I only wanted to show you this just to laugh about this. So credit growth forecast is slow to 9 to 10% in 2020. That's the slow. The growth is 9 to 10%. Is slow. What's that tell you about Vietnam? All right, it tells you they are growing and they are growing rapidly. These are a long-term investment. Another good thing about Vietnam, look, their day 35 begins without the Rona. Okay, so look, 35 days without the coronavirus is another reason why they have a booming economy. Vietnam has been congratulated by a lot of countries on being quick to respond to the Rona and making sure it didn't spread. They did a great job and they were able to get back out there right away and continue working. Is why their first quarter in 2020 was explosive. They're one of only a handful of countries that's actually going to see growth for 2020 despite the Rona. Okay, Vietnam EU trade pact could boost post-pandemic recovery. Well, if you remember a few videos back, I said that the EU-Vietnam trade would take effect in July, and so they're expecting that this trade might help Vietnam catch up for the loss that they occurred during the pandemic. All right, so the trade pact with the EU could help the Vietnamese economy recover from the pandemic impact by boosting trade and creating jobs. So if they're saying it's slowing down and they're saying that they could have had a better 2020, but this article is saying, like, look, man, by July, if all goes well, maybe we'll make up for what we lost. Okay, so that takes effect in July. It made the observation Wednesday while submitting the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement to the National Assembly for ratification. Lawmakers will discuss the trade pact starting Wednesday and vote on May 28th. It's going to pass. I keep stressing this. Vietnam has reached out to every country. They want free trade. They want to grow. They're going to get bigger. Vietnam, just like Iraq, is not only a place that I hold currency and I want to invest into long term. This is another place that I personally want to go visit. All right, they have these videos on YouTube, the street where all these delis are, and there's a lot of food there. I want to go there and try them all. Anyways, I just wanted to share all this great news. Look, again, we keep keeping an eye on Vietnam. If they continue to grow, especially with this new EU pact, look, the United States has got a little crash coming, okay? Can we recover? You know what I always tell people, like, Trump is the right captain for a ship, but also keep in mind, Trump had inherited the Titanic after it has already hit the iceberg. Can he help us recover? I believe he can. I absolutely believe he can. But before he does, the US dollar will get weaker. There's no doubt about that. And that means all other foreign currencies will only get stronger against the US dollar, which means with Trump at the helm, you cannot manipulate your currencies. Vietnam dong is the right investment in a short time span. All right, when? We don't know, but soon is all we do know. Okay, 2020 looks like a great year for those individuals holding on to Iraqi dinar as well as the Vietnam dong. But they're also the two places that you want to look into long term. All right, you guys, that's the news for now. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you later.